What's happening, everybody? Welcome to the initial first rides for Lily and I on the GT. Yeah, angels do sing when you unbox it. If you just got a Onewheel, you need to do this with your friends.
Look at my friend helping me.
Along this journey today, we are going to go from podcast style where you watch the ride to us talking during the ride. It turned out to be a very windy, cold morning, and in that wind, you can't always hear us. Initial thoughts, man, the concave foot pads on the front and the back, sensational. Took a little adjustment in where to place my feet, but eventually I got so used to it that when I went back to the XR, I was like, I prefer the concaveness in it. So that is an enjoyable experience. The tire, much more rounded, so it's a little less stable than the XR, so an adjustment needs to be made there. Now let's check in how fast I'm going. 10 miles an hour at the moment, max speed. The green, it's a greenish yellow.
The yellow highlight, kind of small yellow.
Yeah, I like it. Okay, let me go a little bit faster just to see what's happening. We're at 13 and I'm feeling good. Again, it's out of the 14, 15. Starting to pull away from Miss Lily, but she doesn't really like to ride super fast. Going downhill a little bit. It feels good. 16 is kind of like my cruising level. I like to go 16 miles an hour without even thinking about it. This feels nice. There is an adjustment period from any other one wheel to the GT because it's not a Pint X, or an XR. It's a GT. And my thought is it should be rode like a GT. Instead of trying to make it ride like the XR, make it ride like a GT should. Don't just go to the normal PSI you typically go to. Experiment. Change your style up. Because if you're just gonna get a updated version of the XR, what's the purpose of that? Why would we want that after all? It's a GT. The other thing to think about and to notice is that the tires pleasantly quiet. It's not super loud. For a treaded tire, right?
Yeah.
There is a definite bite with the treaded tires. Later on, we tried in the trails and on dirt roads. I really enjoy the tire. I think changing the tire pressure will be perfect. I will try a really low tire pressure around 11 or 10 to see if I like that, but I think I'll lose some speed in that, but that's for a later review. As I got used to the roundness and the extra height of the tire, I began to get more comfortable in getting into the carves. It was exactly what I'd hoped it'd be. The torque in and out of carves. All right, we're starting to climb a small hill here. I'm gonna kind of mash on it a little bit to get up it, to see how it does. Oh, I mean, you can feel the nose go down just a little bit. XR, Lily left back in the back there. This is awesome. I mean, I'm not calling for much power, but it's climbing no problem at all. Giving Lily a go at the GT, stopping in the middle of the road. Here are some of her thoughts.
So one of the first things I'm noticing here is that my foot is the exact same size as the foot pads. So my heel and my toes are exactly what the concave is being shaped by. So that threw me off right away. And then first reaction of getting the sensor going, there was no clicking to start. It just smoothly went, which I was really impressed by. Now I'm just trying to get used to this nimble wheel. And again, the concave foot pads really threw me off to start, but once I continued to ride, I got used to it. I can see how this thing is a tank. I can see how people really like to go fast on it and rip it through trails. While that might not be what I desire to do on the GT, I could totally tell right away that that's what this machine is designed for. So I definitely recommend it for those of you who are wanting to just shred. It is a tank. We were calling it the Tesla truck a little bit later on. Now at this point, I'm just trying to go slow because I'm trying to catch my bearings, and really I was kind of scared of scratching Scot's brand new GT. And then I started to feel the wheel wobble a little bit, and I was like already ready to give it back to him because it's easy to stay comfortable with what you know, but I needed to challenge myself a little bit here. And Scott was being really nice to stay up with me even though, oh, there's the wheel slip again. Even though I was going slow, he was sticking with me. He was probably not surprised at how slow I was going. And then he finally asks, Lily, how fast do you think you're going here?
How fast do you think you're riding right now?
Like 6 miles an hour?
Yeah, let's just see.
I was about to speed up.
I know, but that's what I want to. You're doing 8, so you're going a little bit faster.
I don't want to go any faster.
Okay. What, you're nervous? What makes you nervous?
I don't want to fall. And this thing feels like a completely different machine than like the other one. For those of you that know me, I tend to be a little bit conservative when it comes to riding my one wheel. So jumping on a brand new machine that I know was designed to just be the godfather of all one wheels, I was nervous. But I don't want those of you who are like me to shy away from the GT. It is a good ride, and I'm excited to keep trying it and progressing and getting better at it. And maybe I'll do that once I get my own, because here I was just grateful to not have scratched it. Whew, that was good.
I was pretty grateful as well that she didn't scratch it. I wasn't nervous at all, but we're gonna hit some trails here. Ground is hard here. You can hear the handle clicking. Yeah, because it's just loose. I don't know if you can hear that. But it's bouncing. It's bouncing so bad that my goggles are hitting my helmet. Okay. Woo. I told you it was muddy. Oh! Oh, it doesn't handle the mud. Look at me. I'm so muddy. My red shoes muddy.
No!
I knew it was going to be. Got mud all over me.
Is that mud? I hope that's mud.
Yeah. It's you're trying to do it for a review. Now look at the GT.
It's a dirty boy now.
It's a dirty one, but we will not proceed back there for you, clearly. How much mud do I have on the... Not so bad. Yep, that's right. First ride within the first couple of miles, totally fall off the GT and straight up muddy. The thaw here is still legit, still going on. Trails are not ready to be ridden, but I really was hoping we'd be able to just smash the trails today. We'll save that for a later video. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. We hope that this gave you some information on our first ride. It's all stock. We didn't lower any PSI. We changed nothing straight out of the box. Hit the road with it after a full charge. The future is bright, my friends, with this thing. It is spectacular, and I can't wait to keep riding it, testing it. We'll see you later. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. Drop a comment down below of other things you want us to talk about. Till then, have a good one, guys.